Okay, I think we're there now. Alright, a little tardy here, 5 minutes late, I'm still not ready. Still getting everything situated. I'm running late for my adoring fans. All one of you, if that. Let's go ahead and get set up here. I'm gonna get some stuff on OBS functioning here real quick. I changed up my password on Twitch, so then I ended up having to relog into everything. Let's see, we want try to get the camera here going again. Where is this? Should be there. Oh no, it's not plugged into anything. Oh, I can't get this going. That's right. I need that plugged in. I don't have an open spot. Alright, well, I'll use it for picture taking tonight, and that's it. Although it does work well. I can always use the lavalier mic. Unplug my new microphone. I'll consider it. Alright. Hey, we got somebody in here. Alright, let's get the board set up. So tonight, I can get the board set up. Let me check here. Am I zoomed in? OBS likes to zoom in for no reason. Oh yeah, I'm wicked zoomed in. Alright. There we go. And if we pull out to about there, oops. Let's go ahead. That's just about the whole thing. Hey, Sword and Fortress. How you doing tonight? Getting set up here. So tonight's mission, which of course I rolled up last game, but for those who don't know, we had... I'm doing alright. I actually went for a nice hike today. It was good. Haven't done any exercising for like a year. So, kicked my butt, but I had a 35-pound pack and I went up, I don't know, maybe 4 mile, 2 mile up, 2 mile down. My legs are tired and I'd rather sleep, but gotta play the campaign turns. Alright. So, our last mission was the Queen's Own Guard from the Iceheart Court, where we did the decipher script for the quest, and we barely eked out a win on that. Barely. I think I had 2 guys left on the table. They found the script, and they deciphered it, and they got off the table. So I didn't hold the field, but I did complete the mission. 2 guys died during that mission. I lost Godric, which was my full armor guy, and I also lost, what was this, Chester Cook, one of my good dudes. Yeah, I just got beat up my last mission, but I succeeded. And it was the Queen's Own Guard, which are like, if you look them up, they're not easy. They're all +2 combat. They all have 3 armor, 4 toughness. They're tough cookies. And we didn't hold the field. Basically, we killed a couple, a few fled, and then I managed to decipher the script for my campaign quest, or my quest, and I managed to get off the table before they could catch me. And it was so it was a sight battle too, so they were unaware for a little bit of it. I ended up splitting up my forces, and they were just chasing the one group that was closest. So it worked out. 2 guys died, so I'm back down. I was at 8, now I'm back down to 6. Oh, nice. Yeah. How was your first game? Hey, you said you were going to show up today. Thanks for showing up, man. I'll try to keep it. I'll try to keep it engaging. There will be one short break because I made a pot of coffee and I haven't gotten it yet, so I have to go get a cup of coffee. But let's see here. Let's get my board set up. So, guys were killed. We're down to 6. We accepted the contract of Slay the Beast. Let me read up. It's a good thing I write everything I do down. I can just go and reference it now. So, we accepted the Slay the Beast contract from the clergy that we met in Wessenhurst. So, map time. So, Wessenhurst is here. Our campaign took us to the Caedmon Forest down in this corner here where we got our butts kicked. But we succeeded in the mission, so we're back in Wessenhurst, and we've accepted the contract to kill a local monster. So what is this? Rogue encounter that ended up being an attack by roving fiends led by something that I used. A were. You were attacked by a were-tiger? See, that's some good narrative right there. I have been slacking on my narrative. I haven't written my journal entries from Baden for the last 2 games. I can get everything else done, but for some reason I couldn't get that done for 2 in a row here. But let's just get this going here. So we've got our snow. So it'll be heavy snowfall. We are in the middle of winter. We found a new hamlet. I'm waiting to find a new hamlet. I got only a few settlements. I got 3 in my whole campaign. Getting a bit monotonous. All right, so here's our entrance. So I'm gonna put this here, and then. So our mission is Slay the Beast. So there will be points of interest. So I'm using these like trapdoor spider style mounds. I found a better spider model I had, but I didn't have time to print it and support it is really what I had to do, and print it. It was a hairy jumping spider. It would have been way better, but this is the one we ended up with. I can't really see. So this is from one of the Kickstarters I backed. I can't remember the name of it. Oh man, what's the name of that Kickstarter? I can't get him to focus. I just painted him white. That'll do it. So there's my giant spider. Here's a scale comparison. That's a guy, and that is like a 8-foot tall spider. So that's the monster. We have to place points of interest. I'll adjust them in a minute. What was the name of that campaign? Birchwood Vale, something like that. I can't remember. it. But anyways, let's get into the mission. Get our setup going. So for the story, we just came back from our quarrel with the Queen's Own in the forest south. We came back. That's always handy. Morale fails is one of those things I was forgetting early on, but now that I remember, morale fails are important. Except when you're fighting undead. They don't seem to care. So, we got our butts kicked. We came back to Wessenhurst to heal up for a little bit. Now we're nearly in the 9th month. We're at, let's see here. So it's the 27th of Droxy. For reference, my calendar is a 10-month calendar. Droxy is the 8th month, so that's the start of winter, is in the middle of it. So we're about 12 days in. Nope. Yeah, we're about 12 days into winter. First heavy snowfall, and we've covered the board. We're in Wessenhurst. The clergy there asked us to take care of Monster. And that's what we're going to do. It will, of course, be from Baden's own religion, the new god Neahova. So Baden will absolutely take that quest, that contract, and he's going to go kill this spider for him. They did also give him a vial of serpent water, which was, what happened was, is I rolled a second quest. When you roll a second quest, you roll on quest finds, and for my quest find, I rolled up a magic item. It was a potion. It was serpent water. So I just had it be from the clergy who are sending me out to kill the giant spider. What serpent water does is, you drink it, and whoever drinks it is permanently immune to poison. So, and you can take it out of. Well, you have to do it during the quest. So during the last mission, I had him drink it during that quest. So he's permanently immune. Baden is, I should say. Baden is now permanently immune to poison, which is very handy, though, because we're fighting a giant spider. And all that was rolled up last game. Alright, so after we rested up, we head out and we're hunting the beast. So that brings us to our mission, what I need to do for the mission. So it is a monster, what do they call it? What's the name of the mission? Monster Lair. So here's what happens. Step 1, scout deployment. We select one warband member and they scout ahead. Entry point is this corner right here. This is the entry point. Let me actually flip this around. It might look better this way. Not really. Well, actually, yeah. Looks good that way. Yeah, it looks better. Put this a little further over. Oops. Alright, so for terrain, we just got some hills. I'm going to have it be half movement going up the hill. No problem going down. And then you get a combat advantage if you're up a hill and your opponent's down a hill. Unfortunately, we only have one opponent, but see, I take the opposite approach. I always try to up my difficulty. Now, this is my first campaign in the new edition. If I do a second one, I might run this one for a while. If I do a second campaign, I'm definitely upping the difficulty. I like things to be hard. I like things to be too hard, so that way when you actually are doing really well. So, for instance, when I mod Fallout 4 and play Fallout 4, I tend to jack the damage up all around and make things harder to find and make enemies tougher. And I'm probably going to end up doing that with this as well. Alright, so here's our entry point. We'll just say this whole little, from this point of the hill where you can see my finger, all the way to this point of the hill, this edge will be my entry point. I'm going to get my ruler, and I got to get all my models. Here's my ruler. I'm starting to build up quite a little collection of 15 mil here. Yeah, it's cool. I enjoy it. It reminds me of parsecs, which they have like a sliding, or like a toggles. They call them. I think they call them toggles. You can increase and decrease difficulty. Now, here's my little case I designed for my 15 mils. There, got my warband in here, or what's left of them anyway. There's only 6 now. These are my nice little trays that hold my 15 mil painted models. We got 10 Queen's Guard. I don't want to tip it too much, it'll fall out. And over here, this one's almost full, so that's almost 30. That's what, 29 15 mil guys painted up? Plus these 10 is 47. Well, it's 27, so it's 37 plus my 6 warband members would put me at 43. 43 minis painted up now. So we're getting a nice little collection going. The spider is actually a 28 mil spider. So I'm just going to put them here for the moment. They're not actually there. So for dead guys, I printed that case. I also designed that case myself. Because I wanted something that can hold 15 mil guys. It's not a very complex design. I took the open lock connector and chopped it, and then just added a box and a rack with some shelves in it, and they slide in the box. That's basically it. Okay, so for scouts, I think we'll have our scout be Asmund, because he is a boss. Here's our spider. Here's our warband. Asmund starts within 6 inches. So this is step 1, deploy within 6 inches of the entry point. So here's our ruler. I see I'm printing them as I need them for the campaign mission, and then painting them right off the bat, so it works out well. So right about there is about 6 inches, right about the entrance of that little chasm. Alright, so that's step 1. Then I place 3 curious location markers around the table that are at least 12 inches away from my scout. So my scout is here. So I could place one here, but I'm going to place it a little further in. There's a curious. So my curious location markers are basically spider holes. And I'll place another one over here. I'll place it on the hill. Should I place them all on the hills? No, I'll place this one here. Alright, so there are my 3 curious location markers. Here, here, and up here. Alright, so that was that. So step 2. Okay, hold on. I'm going to take a short intermission here. We're set up. I need to grab a cup of coffee. I'll be back in a moment. I finally put something on my little thing. So, there we go. Alright, I'm back. It seems you all have passed. Because you're still here. Alright, so moving on to step 2 on our monster scenario. Alright, scouting layer takes place in a series of moves. Each move, the scout may move up to their normal movement speed in any direction. At the end of the move, roll 2d6. Any unusual locations are within line of sight or closer in inches, and the die roll closest such location has been scouted. Alright, so let's, although not quite done, I wanted to place some trees as well to add a little bit more cover should a monster appear. And a little bit over. Alright, there we go. That's a little tippy. He can go in the corner. Alright. So, now what we gotta do, what I gotta do first is get my coffee out of the way so I don't spill it all over my board. Slide my dice here. I still haven't figured out how to make the dice not sound like a friggin' avalanche. I'm working on that. Actually, I'm not working on that, but I should work on that. I need a different dice roller. Okay, here we go. So, now what we do is we roll 2d6. No, first we make a normal move, which we're finally not in cramped quarters of dungeon type gaming. So Asmund ended up getting a speed bump, so he may now move 6 inches. So he makes a normal move. 6 inches puts him to about somewhere right here. Somewhere there. About a bit forward. Then we roll 2d6. And then if we're within that many inches, so if we're within 9 inches of an unusual location, we determine what that curious location is. Curious location, not unusual. So this one's line of sight, and is it within 9? 9 is here. We are absolutely within 9. So we're going to determine what this curious location is. Yes, good idea. I do have some felt. I actually just found some green felt in my basement. I'll have to cut up a slice. The only problem is how am I going to keep it? I guess maybe just soak it in white glue. Yeah, I could soak it in white glue, slide it down there, and just press it into it. Because it's got like stairs inside the tower. There's like stairs. Because that's the noisy part, is when it's rolling down the tower. It's not so bad when it hits the tray. But anyways, what I got to do is get something else to roll in that isn't this dice tower. I just really like rolling in dice towers. Alright, so we did get within range of this unusual location. Curious location, I keep saying that. So now we roll. And if I also, to note on that 2d6 roll, if I roll a 2 or 3, the scout has alerted the monster. Replace the closest unusual location with the beast aware. Result. Okay, so basically if I roll a 2 or a 3 on my 2d6, closest location will become the monster, essentially. I have alerted the monster. But for now, we have have to determine that location. So it's a D100 table, and let's see what we get. 30. Damn, I didn't do a captive marker. Oh, okay, so we got a 30, which is a captive. You have discovered a captive unconscious adventurer or survivor of the attack. They sneak to the exit and join your warband there. They are a follower with the starting character profile and begin the game wounded. They have no equipment, although they can be outfitted with any spare equipment you have. If they don't become a casualty, they join. If so, they become loyal. Alright, so here, which we have to take off now because we got it, we found probably a guy all wrapped up in spiderwebs, which I was going to print something for that, and I never did. What a bum. So we'll go ahead and use one of these old bandits from the bandit mission I did. That'll work for now. Then I can outfit them later. So So here's the bandit from the bandit mission. So he'll be a wounded follower with no equipment. And if he survives, he becomes... Yeah, I just need to nudge this. This is bugging me. If he survives, he'll become a follower. So good. So that was the first one. Now let me read the rules just to make sure. Alright, so no, that's it. We just continue to move now. There is a possibility I might not actually find the spider here today. I think. Alright, so this is a weird mini game. It seems like it's unnecessary. So now I gotta roll. Well, first I move and then I roll. So we'll go 6 inches to about here. And I roll again. 5, nothing's within 5, so I move another 6 inches. And we'll go straight for that one. About to there. And we've got 8. And that is within 8. So we'll now determine what that curious marker is. Cool, he's way out there by himself. I hope the spider doesn't appear right there. Alright, so we've got... I'm going to make sure I'm doing this right. Let me just read it for a moment here. I read it the other day, but I forget. Okay, so actually there will be a monster no matter what I roll. If I roll 3 results where the monster isn't here, then we get to set up as an ambush, which is ideal. So let's determine this curious location. We got a 72. The beast is here, but is unaware of your presence. You may continue scouting or proceed to step 3 below. Ignore any results of monster tracks or beast unaware. If you roll the beast aware at a different location, the beast becomes aware of you, but will be located where you already found it. So, here is the beast. We have discovered the beast. He is up here on this hill, which is perfect. Actually, I'll turn him around because he is unaware of me. It's pretty cold for spiders. So I may continue scouting. Let me read it again. May continue scouting or proceed to step 3. Let's see what the benefits of beast being unaware. I get to place my warband members 3 moves from the entry point. And the scout may take a single move, and then we roll. And we also get surprise. If the monster was roaming unaware, it is surprised in the first round of the battle. It will act normally, but all warband members receive a combat bonus in melee, or +1 to hit when shooting. Alright, so we do not want to risk beast becoming aware by examining that location, so we're going to go ahead and remove it and begin the battle here. Alright, so beast is unaware. Here's what we get to do. First, I get to move Asmon 1 move. I will move him... I'll move... Well, first, actually, let's get our warband here. So we got this wounded guy. So we're going to just leave him in the corner being wounded. All of my warband now get to make 3 moves. 3 normal moves, I believe it says, yeah? Up to 3 moves, yeah, I don't think I can sprint or anything. It's just 3 moves. So that gives me, Baden can move up to 18 inches, which is the length of this ruler, as a matter of fact. And we'll just go right through the chasm to about there. We want Baden to be front and center because he's immune to poison. I got Baden here. We may now move. Alright, so we want to get our archer to here. So, yeah, he should easily be able to get to about here. That would be, oh, not super easy, but easy enough. So that's 8 inches up the hill from this board edge, and he has a movement of, that's Eldred, he has a movement of 6, so he can make 3 3-inch moves, which is plenty. He actually can get another inch forward. He'll do that. As for my other archer, he will do the same thing, but he only has a movement of 4, so he can basically move 6 inches up to about here. Let's see here. Gaian is our mage. He will move 12 inches. I'm going to move him out of the way. Gaian, 12 inches to here. And then we have another archer. It's Tom Fisher. It's the new guy. We found this guy in our last mission. We'll move right up next to him. And our wounded guy will be here. And I will mark him as wounded. I'll just use these little dice. And then Asmund gets to make 1 move, and he'll move back 6 inches. To just in front of Baden. Alright, there is our deployment. So, we got to make those moves. Now we roll for initiative. And he'll act normally on this first round, the spider, but we get basically +1 to hit him no matter what. And I have to remember that, oh, he's also large too, so we get +1 to hit him again with range weapons. So 3 bows is pretty good in this mission here. I also need to flip to the... Hopefully make those bows count. I gotta flip to the actual giant spider entry in the book here so I know what I'm up against. Alright, so we have giant spider. He's got a speed of 6, combat +2, gets +1 to wound rolls, not to penetrate armor rolls. He has armor of 2, toughness 4, 4 monster points, and a 2 reward rating. So, his abilities are Size, Terror, and Venom. So Venom is on a natural roll of 6 in combat. He'll just knock out the opponent, bypassing armor and everything. But that doesn't work on Baden because he is now permanently immune. I know, I'd like to find the Horde, but we lost 2 guys last game. We had injuries. We're going to play it safe. We're adventurers. We're not... foolhardy adventures don't tend to last very long. So we're going to take the cautious approach, and we snuck up on him. We're going to take advantage. Plus, don't forget, Baden's not doing this for glory and treasure. He's doing this for his god. Alright, so... let's see. Size, I get +1 to hit on all ranged attacks. And Terror, a follower that loses a melee exchange will flee a full... Alright, so only followers will flee directly back if they lose an exchange. And are still alive, it says. Other than that, how do monster points work exactly? I've never fought a monster before. Let me just read how monster points work. Monster points. Okay, so there's a little chart. Natural 1 or below toughness, blow has no effect. Equal to toughness, -1 monster point. Above toughness, -1 or -2 depending. Once it hits 0, it is destroyed. Can't be stunned by any source. It ignores abilities that cause a wound. They don't receive a combat bonus from allied creatures, but there isn't any. All of them have counterattacks, so if they win a melee exchange and they're on the defense, they hit us. And I think that's about it. They can't dash, but otherwise move as fast as possible towards the closest target. Alright, so we got that. Let's go ahead and get it on. So now I need to roll initiative. I've got 7 guys because this dude showed up. Let's see, here comes the avalanche. So I got 3, 5 rolled. Let's do. Oh, look at that. 3 1s. How you like that? Alright, so we will put, we're going to say Gaian. We'll get, here, I'll actually put them on for a change so I can keep track. So Gaian has a fail. I'm going to put a 1 on Eldred for sure. I have 2 more 1s. We'll put a 1 on, I guess we'll do all 3 of our archers. And we also have to determine if Gaian gets to go again. So all 3 of my archers are going. Everybody else is on slow phase. And let me go ahead and see if Gaian's going on fast phase. He is! He is also going on the quick phase. So he's the Fey-blooded, and that's his special ability. Alright, so how fast does this guy only move 6, so he isn't getting near us just yet. So what we're going to do is move these guys first. They're going uphill at least to about here. So that's basically their whole move. So they're not shooting this round. This guy does the same thing. So we're up the hill with those 2 archers. They are not shooting this round. He is not moving because you don't get your combat bonus to shooting if you move. So this right here is Eldred Sinbald. He's got a self bow and a combat bonus of +1. We're over, but he's in the open, so it's a 5 to hit. We get +1, that's a 4 to hit. He is a monster who is large, so that's a 3 to hit, and he is unaware on the first round, so it's an additional +1. So we're hitting him on a 2+ at a range of 17 inches with a self bow. Hot damn, that's a good. Watch, I'm going to roll a 1 right here. Here we go. No, I got a 2, barely. So I did hit him. I've got no bonuses to wound, so I'm looking for a 5 or better. If you get a 4, you don't wound him. Actually, no, he has monster points, so that's something different. Let me read that again. Equal to toughness, he actually loses a monster point. So a 4 or better, and he loses something. So let's go ahead and roll a different die. And a 2, so nothing happens. So the shot is ineffective. Actually, that was to break armor. He has a 2 armor, so I didn't even break armor. Alright, let's make sure we do this correctly. So I rolled to hit, I failed to break armor. And now Gaian may go, and he's just going to move, knocking him off. He's right here. He's just going to move his 4 inches forward to right behind Baden. Alright, now the spider goes. He is now aware. And he will rush on down. And he moves 6 inches. He's going downhill, so it doesn't affect his movement. So he's going to be sort of here. Alright, so he starts sprinting down the hill, skittering down the hill, I should say. Let's go ahead and move this guy up 4 inches as well. Alright, so he skitters down the hill. Lines himself nice up for shots next round. And now we get to go. And I don't think, can Asmund charge him? Let's see here. Yeah, it's looking like Asmund can probably get in. Let me get up above here. Take a look from up here. Oh yeah, Asmund can get in. He'll be within an inch, less than an inch if he moves full, because he's got a 6-inch move. Baden, on the other hand. Alright, so I'm not gonna... I want him to come closer. So instead what I'll do is I'll pull back to here and here. Actually, he'll go here. He'll go here. Like so. So we're going to pull back. We want to draw him in. And we want all of our archers up here to just keep pelting with arrows for as long as possible. Okay, so now we roll initiative. 2 and a 1. Everybody else fails. So the 2 will go to... I guess it doesn't really matter. It'll go to Baden, I suppose. And the 1 will go to Eldred up here. We also have to see if our Fey Blood is going in a fast phase. Does our Fey Blood go? He does again. So Baden, Gaian, and Eldred are all going to go. So Eldred won't move again. He's got clear line of sight on him. So he's large, he gets +1. He gets +1 for his combat. He's not moving, so that's +2. He would normally need a 5 to hit. So he's looking at a 3. 3 up. He failed to hit this time. Alright, I'll nudge forward just to put Baden in front. And then Gaian will cast, let's see, he might not cast anything. So I moved back so he's not within charge range, so Gaian's going to hold again. Then the spider goes, and he will move 6 inches to right about here. And he's barreling down on us. Now we get the rest of us to go. So Asmon will hold. This guy will hold, and we'll go ahead and nudge these guys forward. So they can move 2 inches and still shoot. So 2 inches here. He's got line of sight on him, but the hill blocks just a little bit of him, so he'll hit on a 6. He doesn't have to move at all. Well, actually, he will move a little bit forward. He doesn't have a combat bonus anyways to here. Alright, so we'll start with him. He needs a 6 to hit. But he gets +1 because this guy is large. So he needs a 5 to hit. And this is our new guy. What's his name? Tom Fisher. So Tom's taking a shot. He's looking for a 5 to hit. He hits with a 6. He's looking for a 3 to break armor. Broke armor on a 3. Now we're looking for a 4 better to cause a monster point. And we did not cause a monster point. So nothing. Next is going to be Leon Spencer. He is in the open. He needs a 5 to hit, but it's a monster, so he needs a 4 to hit. Which he failed to hit, and he is first shot of the game, not out of ammo. That was the first shot Leon took. I don't know if he's out of ammo next round. Let me look that up real quick. He may be out of ammo next round. But for the first round, he's not. Quickly, if I can, here we go. And the rule is called limited ammo. No, this is not right. Where we are? Where are we? Back a couple pages. This is spells, which I'll be casting in a moment. Where is equipment? I think equipment was just after spells. No, maybe not. Here we go, equipment. Alright. Page 39. Alright, so I rolled a 1 with Leon, but that was the first shot of the game, so... It was his first shot, it doesn't count. If the weapon is indicated, yeah. A hit, a natural 1 means it's out of ammo, unless it's the first shot with the current battle. Which it is, so he's fine. He just missed. So, still good. Alright, and now... That is it, I believe. That's it. So, next turn. Yeah, next turn. Nobody's doing anything. Alright, so now we're going to have to actually engage him. So we're going to go roll 7. And 6. Alright, so we got 2 1s and a 2. Let me check. Eldred's got a 1. So we're going to put Eldred... so the 2 1s will go one on Eldred and one on Leon. And then the 2 will go on Baden. Baden, and then I have to roll to see if Guyan is going on the quick phase. He is not this round. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a shot with our Star Archer here. Is he within 6? He is within 6. So he needs a 3, but he gets a whole bunch of bonuses, so only misses on a natural 1. Off the dice. Anything but. Oh, you missed. And he's out of ammo, because that was his third shot. So, out of ammo. Not good. Next will be Leon Spencer. He needs a... I think he's not within... He must be within 6. Yeah, I'd say he's within 6. So, he's going to need a 3. He gets the +1. Yeah, it hurts when it's your best archer, too. So, anything but. Okay, we got a hit. We're looking for a 3 to wound, or a 3 to break armor. We got it, and we're looking for a 4 or better. Really need to hurt this thing before it hurts us. Ugh, 91. I don't have any story points. I use them almost immediately. I think last time what happened was one of my heroes was killed, and I got a story point because he died, and then the next injury roll, another hero would have been killed, so I used the story point to save him. Alright, so miss, and then Baden's going in, because he's a badass. So Baden rushes in. He has a +1 combat, but the spider has a +2. Baden has full armor, helmet, and shield. He's also got some luck. He's got a point of will. Let me look up will. I never remember will. Let me make sure will won't help me somehow. He's the only guy with will. Actually, Guyan has will as well. I might actually, hold on. Alright. So we'll hang on to our will. I can make Guyan go in the quick phase if I want to spend a point of will. I might want Guyan to go first. Alright, so I'm going to spend Guyan's point of will. He's just got 1. And he's going to go in the quick phase before Baden charges in. And he's going to try to cast his spell. Meekness. I think it was a 7 or better. And what it does is it removes the +1 to wound rolls on the spider for a whole turn, which is good. So we'll go ahead and do that. It needs a 7 or better. We got an 11. So success. So the spider does not get +1 to wound. Good. Then Baden moves in. Alright, so spider's at +2, Baden's at +1. Nobody's on a hill, so. And spider is now, well, spider hits Baden. But he will knock him, no, he won't knock him back, but he does hit him because he has counterattack. Okay, so we need to break armor on a 4 or better because Baden's fully armored. So 4 or better. Does break his armor. 3 or better will kill him. Baden has a habit of getting dropped immediately. Oh, he rolled a natural 6, but Baden is immune to venom. And he got him out anyways. Bye-bye, Baden. Hardly knew ye, Baden. Alright, there goes my avatar. Now we're moving on to the spider's turn. And the spider will charge Asmund. Asmund will have a combat advantage for an ally within an inch. Actually, he won't be, because he'll charge here. Alright, so Asmund has a +1 as well. Oh, man. And the spider got Asmund. That will nudge Asmund back. Now I'll have a combat advantage. He needs a... Asmund has full armor now, so he'll need and he has a helmet and shield. So he'll need a 3 to hit him, or 4 to break his armor. And we didn't break armor. Finally. Alright, so now we're on the defense, or not, we're on the defensive still? Yes. But we have a combat bonus, so it's 2 versus 2. So, hurrah! We're on the offensive now. Because we whooped his butt. And we have the combat advantage. So, this is the 3rd exchange and we're on the attack. Ah, we failed. So, counterattack means he breaks us through, so he needs a 4 or better to break Asmund's armor. Which he does. Then he needs a 3 or better to do something. And he's out. Asmund's gone. And then we'll just nudge these back an inch because you can't be next to each other. Alright, this is not gonna go well. So we're gonna go, and he's out of ammo too, what a bummer. So we can go with this guy to the edge. Alright, so normally needs a 3, but we're close, so we need a 2. 2 to hit. That was his 2nd shot. He's out of ammo. Damn. So these 2 archers are out of ammo. He's not gonna go. Alright, that's the end of that round. This is not looking good. I thought we were gonna whoop this spider's butt, but it is not looking good. So initiative. We're down to 5 guys. Well, Asmund will live, or Baden will live because he has a point of luck. That's about as much certainty as I have. Baden will live, and so will Eldred because he's got luck as well. But as for the rest of them, all right. Ooh, we got 3 1s, a 2, and a 3. So we'll give the 3 1s. We'll give one of the ones to him, one of the ones to him, and then the other one here. So I don't have to roll again to see if he goes first, because he's not. Nobody has a 2, so we'll then start here. We'll move him to right here on the edge of the hill. So that way if the spider comes at him, we'll have the hill advantage. He'll move back 4 inches to about the mouth here and cast this spell on the spider again for a 7 or better. We got it, and we didn't lose a strand. We rolled a natural 12. So he still doesn't have a +1 bonus to wound. And then our 3rd one we'll use for Leon Spencer to take a shot. You need to really hurt this guy. You gotta hurt him right now. So we hit. I think we need 2 to hit. Alright, looking for a 3 or better. And we failed. Okay. Then it's Spider's turn. Spider will move in. Yep. On Guyan. And he's got +2 to my +0. But he does have a staff, so on a 1 he parries. So actually, ideally, if we roll 1... Oh wait, I can fight defensively, can't I? Let me look at that real quick. We want to try to shoot as much as possible. I think we need to fight on the defensive. Or however that works exactly. There we go. Fight defensively, we roll twice and pick the best roll. Fight evasively if we can win. Alright, so what we need to do is decide whether we're fighting evasively or fighting defensively. we're going to fight defensively, and we get to pick the best roll. So we are now gray, and the enemy is black. And what we're trying to get here is a parry. So if we get a 1, we parry, and we don't get hurt. Or we might even beat them, but we're not worried about that. So we're gray, monster's black. Shoot. So I need to roll a 3 or less. Which I do. So that was a tie, so bumps back, end of combat. That was luck. Lucky right there. Alright, and then this last follower will move 7. He can move at a run down to here. This guy will move over to here. He's our last our last bait member. Alright, that was the end of that round. Now we roll initiative again. We still have not touched him, and he has killed 2 of ours. And 2 of our archers are out of ammo. We only have 1 archer with ammo. So roll initiative. Nobody goes in the quick. Right, so Spider will go first. He will charge. Actually, I gotta roll to see if he goes first. He does. He's going on a 1. So he'll cast again. That was handy. He'll cast Meekness again. He fails to cast Meekness this turn. And I don't believe he might spend a strand doing it as well. Let's see here. No, he doesn't spend the strand. But he didn't get it up successful. So now the spider will move in. The closest guy is kind of going to cock the spider here. I'll say he's not combat advantage yet. If he nudges him back, I'd say he'll be close enough here, but not quite. Alright, so we're going to fight defensively again, so we get to roll twice and pick the best result. We'll pick that 5. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, if I pick the 5, that means I strike up. No, because I'm on the defensive, so I won't strike a blow. I can't strike a blow anyways, I'm defending. So I'll pick the 4, so it's a tie, and we nudge back. Boom. Love it. Alright, and then our whole warband gets to go. We will move. Nobody. He'll fire first. He's looking for anything but. Thanks, man. Go get some grub. We're gonna die, so you know. I'll sum it up for you. We're gonna lose everybody and have to roll injury table for the entire warband. So, spoiler alert. Alright, so we're taking our shot with Leon. And he's looking for anything but. And he got a 2, that'll hit. And we're looking for a 3 or better to break armor. And we've got a 1. So no armor breakage. Ugh. It's killing me. I think we're gonna wait. We'll move him down further. So next time he moves in, we'll get a combat. We'll get +1 bonus here. And then he'll move to the bottom of the hill here. He'll move up to here. Like so. No, he will not do that. He'll move over here. He'll run over here, actually. That is good there. Next will be initiative. We might be able to do this if we can just keep him stuck here and just hopefully he'll just get some hits in finally. And we'll just keep fighting defensively and hope the monster doesn't roll 6. Alright, here we go. Alright, we'll have our archer go first with that 1. And we'll see if Gaian's going. And still has 2 strands left. And is Gaian going? He is not. Alright, so we'll go ahead and take our shot with our archer. Anything but. We got a 6. Good hit. Now we're looking for a 3 or better. We rolled a 1. My God, I can't break this thing's armor. Alright. And it goes. So it's going to move in again to Gaian. The Gaian doesn't have a combat bonus. I'm almost certain he doesn't. I better check it, though. No, he does not. He has a toughness of 4, though. Alright, so Galleon will fight defensively. I have a combat advantage from my ally. So he's at a +2, I'm at a +1. He rolled a 6 and puts Galleon out. Because he's poisonous. Alright, great. That's wonderful. So I might as well just go ahead and end this thing. We're going to go ahead and move him up the hill to here. He'll move up the hill for 2 inches and then like another 1.5 inches to here. I know he's wounded. And we're going to have Eldred move down the hill into combat. He's only got a light weapon, which means he's got basically an armor of 3, but we have the combat advantage being uphill, so we will have a +2 and they'll have a +2. I need to get him a shield. Oh, I can't get him a shield. It's got a slow. Alright, well here we go. +2 to +2. We're white. And we fail, and he counterattacks us, so he's breaking our armor on a 2 or better, because he's got light armor. Which he does. And he's wounding on a 4 or better. Which he doesn't, so he's only wounded. Oh, he gets +1, that's a 3, so he's wounded and stunned. So he nudges back. The spider moves in. And next exchange. So the spider's at +3 because he gets the combat advantage now. But so do we, so I think it just negates. So he's at a +2 and I'm at a +1. Yep. Which we fail. He hits us. Breaks our armor on a 2. Which he doesn't. Alright. Last exchange. Now we're back to unstunned, so it's 2 and 2 again. And we survive. And we nudge back. I think that's it for that round, because nobody else can really do anything. We're just waiting for our archer to get a good shot on him. So now what we're going to do is roll initiative. We're down to 4. Nobody goes first, spider goes first. Spider will move right up on Eldred. Eldred does have the combat advantage, so it's 2 on 2. And Eldred failed. Spider hits him. Spider breaks his armor on a 2. Which he does. And wounds him on a 4 or better. He's out. Our turn. We're going to go ahead and just nudge him over. He'll fire down the hill. Anything but will hit. Haven't even wounded this thing yet. We hit. We need a 3 or better to break. Failed to break the armor again. We'll go ahead and charge down the hill because let's quicken this up here. This is going to be a total loss. So we're looking at we're +1, he's +2. And tie, so we nudge each other back. It was a tie. And this guy doesn't have a weapon, so he'll just stay there. Actually, no, he'll charge. Hell with it. Wounded guy's charging in. He's +1, he's +2. He knocks him out with poison, so we don't have to worry about that follower, because he's dead. He's dead. He got knocked out, so he won't be a follower. Alright, next round. There's 2 of us. We're not. There's no way. If these are followers, too. These are our 2 followers. Oh, if he loses an exchange, he's got to flee. I gotta remember that. Because of terror. Alright. Spider goes first. So, +1 to +2, because we have a combat advantage. Now, if he loses this, he turns around and flees. He lost it, so he's gonna flee, but first we see if the spider destroys him. So he's got light armor, good, so he needs a 2 or better. Which he does break him, and he needs a 3 or better. And he only wounds him, but he turns around and flees. So he can go up the hill for 2 inches, and then he can move another... That's it. So he flees that way. He can't purposefully engage this spider for a round. But my archer can. So, because they have to keep... I don't know if he has to keep moving, but he can't engage him. Let me look it up here. Terror. Oh, it just takes no actions. If he's engaged, he'll fight normally, which he will be, because he's the closest. But he can't take any actions on his turn right now. So no actions, but my archer can shoot. He's hitting on anything but. Just hit him and do two monster points. So we hit him, breaking on a 3. We broke, finally. So we need a 4 or better. 4 or better. That bounced out of the thing. Let's just wound this thing, will we? Hey, we got a 5, so we're going to wound him. So if his monster points are above, or 4 or better, he loses 2. So he went from 4 to 2. Hey, we wounded the damn thing. That was that turn. Now we go ahead and go to the next turn. Because he can't do anything. So, initiative. If we can get another lucky shot here, have him survive a round, and another lucky shot, we're golden. So, initiative. Nobody goes. Spider goes first. Spider moves up the hill. Alrighty, so we're still above him on the hill, so it is a 2 to 1. We're 1, he's 2. Let's just, come on. Nope, he beats us. So breaks our armor on a 1, or 2, which he does, and he's, anything, well, a 1. Anything but, and he's gone. He's gone. There goes that follower. Alright. Did 2 wounds now. Come on, Leon. Leon is not going first, but the spider sure is. So, we're still above him. Luckily, we're above him. So Leon will roll. He's at... We get +1 to his +2. And he got a 6 and knocks us out with Venom. But we did 2 wounds. Alright, so that ends that terrible fight. Let me just look up what happens if you go back after a monster again. So I've already dealt him 2 wounds, but I think we can go back and attack him next round as long as nobody's dead. Which I think we might do. And we can play it out right now. Because it'd be the same board. Alright, so... Alright, if you slay the monster, you acquire loot. If it remains alive, you may return here in the future. The monster will gain 1 monster point at the end of every campaign turn until fully healed. I'll have to track it. So, at the end of this campaign turn, once I'm done doing our... Yeah. So, he'll be... If I come back at him, if everybody's good to go, I can come back at him and I'll only have 3 monster points instead of 4. But let's go ahead and do that. So, let me go to the bathroom real quick. I do. The 2 guys who got knocked out in the first round when the spider charged, knocked out Baden and Asmon, they both have bastard swords. And they got knocked out immediately. I couldn't stop it. And then I was hoping that my 3 archers would do some damage, but they... Well, actually, to be fair... Leon hit that spider for 2 points, so that was pretty good. But what we're going to do here is, because it's only been an hour, we're going to run through the end of game sequence stuff. We're going to finish out the campaign turn and start the next one, and I think I have more time on this contract, and I'm just going to play it again. I'm not going to let this spider go that easy. Let me double check and make sure I have time on the contract. Yep, so at the start of next round, excuse me, next round is my last round to Slay the Beast. So we're gonna do that. So first, I gotta use the bathroom, and then we're gonna go ahead and make some rolls, and hopefully we'll take this guy down. So we'll be right back. Alright, so what we need to do now is, alright, let's go ahead and roll up the campaign turn, finish it off. Move the table. Man, we got stomped. We had one lucky shot at the end of the game. Knock this over for you exactly the way it is. Okay. Alright. Front and center, guys. Front and center. Everybody got wounded. Nobody got out of that alive. Okay. Slay the Beast. Alright, so let's go through our end of game stuff. Which is somewhere. Alright, mission fail. Mission or contract fail, I should say. It's a contract. Or did not hold the field. Well, I'll say contract failed. Okay, now we need to do collect adventure points. We did not defeat an aberration. And we did not finish a contract, so collect adventure points equals not available. Did not collect any adventure points. Next is check for injuries and flights in the dark. So, check for injuries. Everybody's injured. Starting with Baden. 1d100 for Baden. Okay, so we need a 76 or better. Otherwise we're spending a point of luck. Rolled an 87. Hot damn. Just knocked out, Baden. 87. Knocked out. No destroyed equipment or nothing. Good. So I got at least one character who's good. I have to send Baden in by himself if I gotta. Got that monster down wound. I'm not stopping now. Plus it's my last round for a contract. So Baden's good. He gets to stand up. Good to go, Baden. Now here's the danger. Asmund has no luck points. Or actually we'll do Guyan first. He is our Mystic. Alright, so looking for a 76 or better guy, and I've got no Silverleaf. Yep, no Silverleaf. And he doesn't have luck because he's Fey. Okay, so 76 or better. We got a 26. That is seriously injured. So that was Gaian. That'll be 100. He's not dead, but he's out for a few campaign turns. 26. 2d6 equals... Or it's a d6 times 2, and we pick the highest. 1d6 times 2 equals... Alright, how many campaign turns will Gaian be down? 5 campaign turns. We got a 1 and a 5. So, Sirius. Can't spell. Sirius, and then a 5. Alright, guys, down for 5 campaign turns. Next is Asmund. I don't want him to die. So equals 1d100. Alright, Asmund. You gotta roll a 76 or better. Actually, you can lose an equipment. I can make it if you lose an equipment too. So that would be a 61 or better. Roll a 70. Oh, bumped it to a death. Oh, I always play. I gotta play it. So I play the dice as they lie. If I bump it, I bump it. So he is dead. He loses a random equipment, so is damaged, and I think we recover the rest of it. So, alright, let's see. He's got Bastard Sword, full armor, shield, and helmet, and a ranger's cloak. So in that order. So in the order of the equipment written right here, Bastard Sword, full armor, shield, helmet, ranger's cloak. In that order, 1 through 5. 5 will be the ranger's cloak. So the ranger's cloak is damaged. Put that in our stash. Bummer. Okay, and then all that equipment will go where it goes. And Asmund is no more. He was one of our betters. So the next guy will be 140. Okay, so I got his equipment. Dish that out as I need to. Asmund is dead. Gaian is wounded. Alright, next up will be Eldred. He's got 2 points of luck, so he's in the fight no matter what. Alright, so his roll will be 28, so we're going to spend a point of luck. I gotta actually write this down. Alright, so next up was... Hold on, Ranger's Cloak damaged. Yes, Ranger's Cloak is damaged. Next up was Eldred. That was a 28. Minus 1 of luck. And A. Alright. So, we spent the point of luck on Eldred. He is back in the fight. He's not suffering any wounds. Last but not least, our two followers. We've got Leon first. Alright, Leon. And you need a 76 or better as well. 39. So he's not dead, but he is moderately injured. And he'll be injured for 96 campaign turns. 5 campaign turns. Okay. So, alive, but just not good. I'm glad he lives, at least. And our last follower, our new guy, Tom. Alright, Tommy boy. You're looking for a 76 or better. I'd really like to bring you along. 39. Also, moderate wound. So that'll be a D6 turns for him as well. 3 turns. Alrighty. So, alright, well, let's gear everybody up, because I got some extra gear here. So we've got Bastard Sword and full armor and helmet is going on Eldred. So he has put the light weapon in my stash. I will put the light armor in my stash. And I will put the light armor. And he'll take the Bastard Sword. Oh, he's down a point of luck. I gotta mark that. Take the Bastard Sword. Full armor. And helmet. And the shield will go in my stash as well. Alright, another one bites the dust. That was our hero, man. Bummer. Alright, so we've done that. Now we got to go for check for advancements. So we all get experience points, which is on page 93, 193. We survived. Everybody who's here survived. None of my followers were on the table. We didn't hold the objective, or hold the field, or complete the objective. Enemy leader was not slain. None of this happened. So, basically, Eldred and Baden are my only two. Oh, and Guyan, he survived as well. So they all get +1 XP. So Guyan's at 3. I think they're all at 3 now. Yeah, they're all level 1 with 3 XP. Okay. So we're down to 5 members, so we can recruit a follower by spending a gold mark, which we'll almost certainly do. Alright, so end of the... We can't advance anybody. So I gotta write this all down. Let's see here. So that was our injuries. Then it's check for advancements. I'll just call it advancements. I'll call it check for advancements. Check for advancements. And we will say Baden +1 XP. So Baden and Guyan. and Eldred. Plus 1 XP. Then we move on to no loot. Loot equals not available. Then we move on to no unusual finds. So we did not hold the field. Then we go to settle in. Alright, so we're settling in Wessenhurst. We'll just say town. Wessenhurst. Okay, then news travels for our last step, I believe. That'll be a D100 for news travels. Alright, and rolled an 18. That is, a community is in need of supplies. Randomly select a settlement you are not currently in. If you travel to it within 2 campaign turns, you can skip your next upkeep cost and gain 2 adventure points. Okay, so that is random settlement equals, going for high-low roll. High or low roll will be Sovereign Ball. High roll is for Fallenstead, because it's not the one you're in. High roll was for Fallenstead. For Fallenstead needs supplies. Okay. So, if we can get there in 2 turns, we get some adventure points, and we don't have to pay for upkeep. That is, I believe, everything. I didn't roll any flash of insight, so I can't try to promote anybody. And we're not getting loot, so that ends that turn. So going on to campaign turn. And that will have only taken a day, so we're at the 28th of Droxy. And that would be Remtol. Okay. So, Warband starts in Wessenhurst. And we have Whispers in the Dark at a 6. We have Curse of War is a 4. And Ruin Within is also a 4. Alright, that's that. Now we have to do our current contracts and what have you. So, contract will slay the beast, which is still active. For about 1 more turn it is active. That's it for upkeep or contracts. Then we have a quest task. We have quest task 2. So we've done 2 quests. Successfully. Nice. And then we have... For Faunstad needs supplies. Or dispel. Needs supplies. That is 2 turns on that. Okay. Let me go to upkeep. We're going to roll it. D3, I believe, if you're 5 or less. We're going to roll it, and if it's only 1 gold mark, we will pay it. If not, we'll help the town guard. Yep, so it's only a D3, so hopefully we roll 1. And we did, we only rolled 1. So we'll go ahead and minus 1 gold mark. That puts us at 3. Puts us at 3. And now we do healing. Alright, we'll start with Guyan. No, we'll start with the... Yeah, we'll start with the worse off. Guyan is at... He was at 5, so... He starts at 5? Yeah, 5 full campaign turns. He's at 5. Then we have... Leon. Is also at 5. And then Tom was at 3, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Tom at 3. Let me just double check and make sure I don't... Yeah, you just... No, you recover 1 per. He's at 4. 4, 4, and 2. 2. Ends up being a full 5 because he won't get the adventure on his last day of healing. If you have tonics available, I can drink. I don't have them available right now. Alright, campaign activities. So we get the full 2. Okay, so we are going to... Let me see if visiting the town healer is going to help me. I don't think it will. Yeah, so that won't help me this turn. So we're not going to visit the town healer. We are going to recruit. We are in a hamlet, so it's at -1. Alright, so first action, I think I can take actions multiple times, yeah? So I can recruit twice if I need to. Let me double check that before I do it. I'm not seeing it say I can't do 2 of the same town actions. Hey, thanks, Doug, for the follow. Just noticed that. I don't know how long ago you hit the button, but thank you. Alright, so I'm not seeing anything saying I can't take 2 of the same town action in a row. So I'll do just that. So we'll go first. So we'll send Eldred. Yeah, nobody has... Is it leadership or something? What's the skill? I think it's leadership. Recruit. Yeah, it's leadership. Nobody has leadership, so I'm going to send Eldred out to do this. And this is recruit. That is 2d6. We are in a hamlet, so it's a -1 to this roll. Thanks, man. I just didn't notice it until now. Alright, so 2d6, I need a 7, so basically I need to roll an 8 or better, and I get another follower. So looking for an 8 or better. Roll 2. That's how this has been going. So that's a 2 minus 1 is a fail. So that means Baden will step up. Oh, first of all, I gotta mark off another. It's another -1 gold mark. Oops, gold mark. So we got 2 gold marks left. That's enough for Baden to do it once. And Baden recruit. He also does not have leadership. I'll just double check that. I don't think he does. He's got a lot, but not leadership. He's got expertise, scholar, devotion, and speech, but not leadership. Well, all humans have speech. Okay, so we're looking for an 8 or better. We can get a follower. Really need this. And we got an 8. Whew! How about that? 8 minus 1 is a 7, which is a success. They come with a light weapon. And we need a name. Let's call them... So our followers are generally regular English names, like current English names. So he can go... Who's dead? Oh, Chester Cook died. So he can actually go right here where Chester Cook used to go. He's going to end up having a self-bow and light weapon, almost certainly. He comes with a light weapon. He'll have light armor. And he'll take poor old injured Tom Fisher's bow. That is what we will do. And I'll give the partial armor from Guyan to him as well. So Guyan loses his partial armor. I'm going to give Leah... I'll give it to him. He gets partial armor. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to give Leon. He did some hurt. He managed to hurt the spider. He gets the partial armor. He'll get the light armor, this new guy. He'll have a self bow. And light weapon. Comes with a light weapon. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Tom Fisher loses a self bow because he just took it. All right, we need a name. Ugh, hate doing names. Let's see. I like doing names, but I don't like doing them on the spot. Tom Fisher. What else we got? Danny. Dan. Henry. Henry's a good not old English name, but it's got English written all over it. So Henry. Oh, wait. The Unforgiven. It was William Tate. Yeah, William Tate, I think was his like fake name from The Unforgiven when he was getting questioned. William Tate. So add William Tate. So we march into the bar and say, who wants to kill a giant spider with us? And this drunk fool says he'll do it. For now, he is going to use... Actually, he can just use, what's his name's old... Because he died. So I can use the mini for... What's his name? Where is my thing of minis? Right there. He can use Chester Cook's old model. Because Chester Cook is dead. Here we go. He is now William Tate. So it's looking like Baden's going to scout, and these two are going to go up on that same hill probably and just shoot at the spider until it's dead. And hopefully Baden can survive a round or two. Alright, so add William Tate, we're good. Those are our actions. I was kind of hoping I'd do it on the first go, but I'm just glad it happened at all. I wanted to pray. Baden wanted to pray, but that didn't work. Anyways, going on to research. Nope, not research. I call it connections. This connections table, I'm not so sure about it. It seems a bit much. Rolling this every single turn. It says you don't have to roll it every turn, but like, why not? So I can either roll for connections or attempt to discover camp or hideout. But I'm not doing that, so it's looking like I'm going for connections. Alright, so got a 91. Jesus. Which is quest. So that ends up being a quest find. If you already have an active quest, which I do, if you get another quest, you instead roll on the quest finds and you get whatever they give you. Well, let's go to quest finds. Alrighty. We rolled an 81 for quest finds. That is an ally who wishes to see your quest find success, offers you a respite, shelter from troubles. All injured... Whoa! Alright. All injured warband members may rest, removing 2 turns of recovery time. All heroes add 1 XP to their total. You may add 5 gold marks to your inventory. Woohoo! How about that, huh? How about that? Okay, so that's huge. So now we gotta reduce. So Gaian. So this is for healing. I should write healing because that's essentially what's happening. So first, I heal 2 turns from everybody. What a roll. Now Tom is at 0. So I think if I can afford a tonic and I give it to Tom, he can participate in this battle. Because a tonic removes it. And I think I can just drink it whenever. Because it's a campaign item. You can just drink it whenever. So that's first. Next we've got +1 XP for Baden, Gaian, And Eldred. Doesn't level anybody up, but... Alright, so what happened was I got a quest find. So, first he healed... My guys healed 4 turns, 4 turns, 2 turns. So they were down to 4, 4, and 2. Then I got this quest find, because I already had an active quest, and if you roll another quest, you get a quest find roll instead. So it removes 2 turns of recovery time from everybody. So that puts the first 2 guys at 2 turns each, and then the last guy at 0. But he's at 0. So I can't bring... That's like this first turn he's at 0. So you can't bring him on the turn he gets to 0. But if you give him a tonic and they're at 0, they come back immediately. It should say in the... Let me look it up. It should say in the tonic. So if I can get my hands on a tonic, I think I can bring him back. But I don't know if a tonic is a rare item or not. Let me look it up here. Because if I can get another archer, I'll be all set. Well, I won't be all set, but I'll be in better shape. Because I think you can take a tonic whenever. It's a campaign item, I think, or something like that. I think it's called I think it's a campaign item. Here we go. Yeah, so it is a campaign item. It's also a single-use campaign item. You can take campaign items whenever. So that's how I would read that. If I can get my hands on a tonic, I can bring him back. And then I get to add 5 gold as well. So plus 1 XP for all my heroes. So they're at 4 XP each, which means no matter what, if they survive, they're going to be at 5 next turn. So that's another level. No, you're not. So if you read the healing... Wait, let me get back to it here. Let's read. So healing. If any characters are injured, they will need to recover for a certain number of campaign turns before they can adventure and fight again. While recovering, the character cannot use any skills. If you paid your upkeep cost, all characters may reduce their recovery time by 1 campaign turn. If you didn't pay, only a single character can reduce their recovery time. If you have any tonics available, you can have your character drink it to cut 1 campaign turn off of their healing time. Where? Okay, so I guess I might be mistaken. I had read something about if you... Let me go to the... Don't know where I read it, but I know I did. Visit the healer. Alright, so on Visit the Healer, it says, select a single injured character and reduce their recovery time by 1. You may select a character that just had their final turn of recovery time. If so, they can join in your battle this campaign turn. So I think if they hit 0, which he just did, it's still not available yet. I think he has to... It just doesn't count. Unless I can give him a tonic or something, and I can bring him back immediately. Oh, you know what I didn't roll? Retroactively you have to roll... Well, first let me get my plus 5 gold marks. And then retroactive... Retro roll. I gotta roll my town event here, because that might be something important. Totally forgot to roll the town event. Jumped right into doing stuff. Yeah, it might be. I don't know. I'm not sure about 5 parsecs, but I'm pretty sure here 0 is like the last turn. You don't get to jump in on 0. Town event equals. So that way, for instance, say you get 1 turn of injury at the end of a fight, you're lightly injured. You lose 1 turn. So then the next turn you reduce that to 0. That doesn't mean, because then you would just, even if you got 1 turn of injury, you'd get to play the next campaign turn no matter what, because your 1 would go to 0 and you get to play right away, which makes no sense. Why even have it be an injury? So I think, at least for this, you got to wait that 0 turn. I'll find the rule. I know it's in there. But tonics reduce it by 1 and allow. It might say it under tonics as well. So let me read off tonic. Yeah, it doesn't say. It says use at any time to reduce recovery time of a character by 1 campaign turn. But a character can only benefit from 1 tonic per campaign turn. So it didn't say it on tonics. I'll have to find it. We'll see if I even find a tonic. First of all, let's see what happens for our town event that I forgot to roll. This may change some stuff. So we got a 58. 58 is field work needs doing. This changes nothing. Good. Yeah, it's just that wording in Visit the Town Healer. And I think that's how it was in the previous edition. Needs doing. I just want to find the rule now. It's probably not under the campaign part. It's probably... I'll go to the... Let's see here. There's got to be something about healing. Not here. I bet my coffee is ice cold, man. I might have to go get some coffee. Resting up. Maybe it's under resting up. So page 96. Let me try page 96 here. No. It's not written there. I know it's somewhere. It's got to be somewhere. I'm so sure that that's how it works. I could be wrong, though. I could very well be wrong. I hate doing this on... I should have put my sign up. I hate doing this on stream here, but I gotta know. Having another archer in the game right now would be a big deal, so... It's kind of important. I just know I saw it somewhere. It's gotta be under this. Yeah, it doesn't say it under that. Page 188. All right, let me check that. Yes, agreed. You're missing that campaign turn. So if you're injured in the previous campaign turn, you didn't miss that one. So you missed the next one. So if you have 1 recovery time, the next campaign turn you would remove that 1. You're at 0, but you have to miss that campaign turn. So yes, I think that's what that is. It's the number of campaign turns the character must miss. Yes, there you go. Yeah, so the roll is how many turns are needed to recover. So, for example, for the next example, so my guy was injured last turn. He got 3 campaign turns he needs to recover. That was on campaign turn 11. This is now campaign turn 12. So 12, he has 3 turns. He's down to 2 turns. He has 2 turns he needs to recover. I remove those 2 turns with the quest find. So he needs to recover those 2 turns. So he can't participate. So he can participate next turn now because he's at 0. Yes. That's how I'm reading that as well. So, with that said, if I get a tonic, that reduces it 1 more, which would mean he would be available he'd be available. Because I would have reduced it by more than it needed to. Because that's how it reads. That's how it used to read. Let me read it again. Well, with the town healer it says that. It says you can... If so, they can join your battle this campaign turn. So I'm going to say if you have a tonic, you can do the same thing. So that's how I'm going to run that. Alright, so that was for connections. We go from connections to trade. Alright, well first we need to go to Decide Your Adventure. So we are going to carry out a contract. We're going back for the spider. Slay the beast. I thought tonight was going to be a short night. Don't need to do outfit. Trade. Now we lost 2. We had 4, we lost 2 gold marks. We're going to gain 5, so we're plus 3 gold marks. So we're at 6. Nope, 2. We're at 7. We have 7 gold marks now. And a whole bunch of damage crap we could probably sell. So, tonics are common goods. They cost 4. So if we spend 4 gold, I'm getting back... Who was it? It wasn't Leon. It was the other guy. Yeah. So that's how I'm running it. Tonics just reduce it. So, first thing we need to do... And we might buy some silver leaf. We're going to buy a silver leaf as well. So we need to spend 10. We have 7. We need to sell 3 things. Trade. I don't need to roll for a rare item because I'm not going to buy it. So, we are selling light weapon, light armor. Nope, we're going to sell damage, self bow, light weapon, light armor. So, minus self bow, damaged. I don't want to sell it though, because I'm going to give it to the follower I just took at. I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to do it anyways. I'll buy another one next turn. Or I can get rid of the Warhammer. I can get rid of the shield. I'll do that. I'm gonna keep the damaged self bow because I think it's only like 1 or 2 to repair it. Let me look how much it is to repair a damaged self bow first. 1. It's 1 gold. Yeah, and it's like, how much is it to buy it? 5 gold to buy, 1 gold to repair. I'm keeping it. So no damaged self bow. We'll sell the shield. Shield's only 4, so minus shield, minus light armor, minus light weapon. That is plus 3 gold marks. Then we're going to buy tonic. And plus silver leaf tree. Silver tree leaf. And that'll be minus 10 gold marks. That makes us at 0 gold marks. Okay, so we lose light weapon, light armor, and shield. All of our gold. But we gain tonic, which we're going to use right away. And we also gain Silverleaf Tree, which is a campaign item if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure it is. Oh, can I buy that here? Yeah, I can buy that in any kind of settlement. Silver Tree Leaf. That goes here. Okay. Alright. Okay, we got there. We're going to give... Tom Fisher's going to get the tonic. Alright, so Tom Fisher's back. He is going to take the bow from Leon. You lost your bow for now. Tom Fisher's got it. Alright. Tonic brought him back. Now we go to the adventure. Same monster, same everything. I have the same board set up and everything. All we gotta do is... How did I word it? Oh, adventure. Carry out contract. Slay the beast. Alright, we're back at it. Slay the beast. This was easy because I didn't need to print out any new anything. So. Yeah, I would agree that it makes sense that you would lose 3 campaign turns. You lose full 3. The one you were just in doesn't count. Alright, so we've done it. We've made it to the next battle. 2 battles in a night. How about that? Just so happens that it's easy to do that because you're carrying out the same exact contract against the same exact spider in the same exact location. Alright, same thing as before. Just with only 4 guys. Maybe we won't get so damn unlucky with the stupid rolls. Well, that's good enough. Good enough. So let's get the spider off. He's only got 3 wounds now, because we've injured him. Okay. Go ahead and place our markers again. This one over here. Let's change it up a bit. That one there. Put this one over here still. Alright, so we get to put Baden 6 inches. Right about there. And we just take turns and move until we move within an objective. So I won't roll unless I have to roll. is possibly within 12 inches. There we go, monster lair. This location. Alright, here we go. Here's our 3 archers we get to play with. So, Baden gets to move 6 inches. He's not within anything. He gets to move 6 more. He is within 12 of that one only. So he's actually within 10 of that one. 10 or better. Nope, so we get to go again. Move the 6 over to here. So now I'm within about 8 and about 9. 8 and 9. So we got a 9. Let me read this because within more than 1. Hold on, so I took 1, 2, 3. So I got to roll for those, the 1, 2. I got to roll for that first one as well. I'm going to roll that because if I roll a 2 or a 3, the beast becomes aware. So I'm rolling for, this is the 9, I rolled that now. But I got to roll for that first roll, which is a 4. So luckily we did not make the beast aware. Alright, so, let's see here. So the nearest one is this 8 one, so we roll on that table first. Alright, so percentiles. Got a 51. Ah, could have been the monster horde. Now 50 is the monster horde, we roll a 51. Alright, so this token, again, as it would be, as luck would have it, the beast is aware right here. We are not gonna keep looking, because that would be stupid. That thing messed us up pretty bad already. So we're not taking chances with this guy. We just want to complete the contract. So, Baden gets 1 turn. He moves back 6 inches. We've got, he may move 9 inches up the hill from this corner to about here. That gets him within range, just like, this is like identical to what happened last time. Which would mean that these guys only move 6 inches up the hill, which puts them just to the crest, just like last time. Alright, so there we go. And and that was their 3 moves, and that was Baden's 1 move. And then we begin. We've got the surprise for this first round. So, let's go ahead and start combat. This time we only got 4 dice. So campaign turn 11, we fought the spider and lost. Campaign turn 12, we're fighting the spider again. Because we got 3 monster points this time. So, spider goes first, which is actually ideal. Because he will rush his ass right down to the bottom. Just like last time, because he has to move to the closest. Next, we will move Baden back 6 inches to here. We will move this archer up. He can go half his movement. He's got a movement of 4. So 1 inch out of here is 2. So he can move to there. And he can move 1 inch up to here. And that's 2. That's it. And everybody's got clear line of sight, and everybody's within 18. And Eldred, the front guy, did not move. So here comes some shots. I'm going to roll them all at the same time. Here comes 3 self-bow shots. And the white is Eldred. Everybody else, the other 2 grays are the followers. Eldred needs a 5, down to a 4 for the size, down to a 3 for his combat bonus, down to a 2 for first round. They need 5s, down to a 4 for the size of the beast, down to a 3 for the first round surprise attack. So gray needs 3s, white needs 2s. First shot that Eldred shot was a miss. Natty 1. But that was the first shot of the game, so he's not out of ammo. One of the other guys missed, but one of them hit. So now he needs a 3 or better to penetrate armor, which he gets a 4. Now he needs a 4 or better to do a monster point. He gets another 4. That will do 1 monster point, bringing him down to 2. Already doing better. That was round number 1. Much better off. Alright, surprise is no longer on our side, so no more bonus to hit. So, initiative, Spider goes first. Spider, still, because there's about 3 inches here, so Baden's still the closest, so he'll go towards Baden. He's right up front and center. Baden will nudge out of possible combat next turn. He'll just nudge back into the crevice here. And archers will go, so we'll have to move this guy. Move 2 inches. And that was Tom. Tom had to move 2 inches to get the shot. Everybody else can stand still. Same thing, white is going to be Eldred. Gray are the 2 followers. Eldred now needs a 3 and the followers need... Well, actually, hold on. Let's measure the distance. So the distance is 6 inches, but not for that one. So 6 inches, so I have to roll them. I'm going to have to roll them separately. So we're going to start with... This is Tom. Tom gets +1 for 6 inches. Oh, he needs a 3. He gets the +1, so he needs a 2. Tom needs a 2, because he's within 6 inches. He rolled a 1. That was not his first shot. Tom is out of ammo. Way to go, Tom. Next will be Eldred. He needs a 2 as well. Anything but. He rolled a 3, so he hit. Now he needs a 3 or better to break armor. He got 3 or better to break the armor. We're looking for a 4 or better, and we can knock another monster point off. 4 or better. We got a 6. That doesn't do anything because he's down to less, but he's only got 1 monster point left. And then our last archer is over the 6, so he needs a 5. The monster is large, so he needs a 4. And that's it, yeah? Yeah, so he needs a 4. And this is the new guy whose name escapes me. William. This is William Tate. Looking for a 4 to hit. We rolled a natty 1, so he is also out of armor, or out of ammo. So both of our followers are now out of ammo. Eldred's the only one with ammo. That was that turn. Next turn. We gotta pull back because we're now closer. 2 and 2 1s. So the first one will go towards the new guy. What was his name? Not the new guy. His name is... escapes me at the moment. Tom. Tom Fisher. We'll move back. He'll sprint. 4 and then 3. Down to here. Then Baden will stay right where he is. Just out of range of combat. And then I will move... He'll stay still, and he'll fire. And he needs a 2 or better. Because he's within 6, and he gets a bunch of bonuses. So anything but. He rolled a 2, that's a hit for Eldred. He's looking for a 3 or better. He rolled a 4. Alright, if we can roll a 4 or better on this roll, we will kill the monster right now. We'll kill the spider. And a hail of arrows, which is the way it should have been the first time. So we'll look for 4 or better. If I had a story point, I'd spend it to re-roll this if it fails. Here we go. 4 or better. Oop, dropped it. Here we go. And a 5. We did it. Go ahead and slay the beast. Woohoo! Alright. That was a hell of a fight. Nobody got hurt on that one. Let's go ahead and stand around victoriously. It took a lot of blood to do this. A whole lot of blood, and we spent a whole lot of gold marks to do this, but we did it. We killed the damn spider, because Jehovah wills it. I'll leave him there. Alright, so. Huzzah indeed. Good fight. There's 2 fights, really, but the Shields of Gildis are a determined lot. They do not give up easily. Alright, so let's get our post-game done. And then, I'll be making a channel announcement, which isn't much. Basically, I've played 4 campaign turns, so 1 month of Borderlands. I'm going to now switch over and do 1 month of Parsec. So this will be my last Borderlands game for a month, because I'm going to switch over to Parsec now. And I'm going to do everything exactly the same. I'm going to determine my missions and what have you, build my board, print my 15 mil stuff and all my buildings and everything, and then do it just the way I did my last few games of Borderlands. But, getting ahead of ourselves here, so we hold the field. We'll call it completed contract. Complete contract. Held the field. Alright, next. Ooh-wee. That was very, very satisfying. That was a fun... Like, even though I got my butt whooped, I was able to actually come out ahead at the end. That was really fun. That was a lot of fun. Alright, so... collect venturing points. We actually get some. Who did the kill? Eldred. Eldred did the kill. I don't know if I get bonus XP for the guy who actually slays the monster, but... it was Eldred who did it. He's a hero. That's good. So, collect adventure points. Equals. We're going to gain. We finish a contract this turn. And we defeat an aberration. So we get 2. Plus 2 adventure points. So that puts us at... equal to toughness is what you need, not better than... Equal for toughness in Borderlands is stun and wound, as opposed to just wound, I believe. So I will keep that in mind. I'm gonna have to go, because I've been nothing but Borderlands in my head for like the last 40 days. So I'm gonna have to reread the rule book for Parsecs anyways, to get in the mind of Parsecs. But I've been like watching some sci-fi movies and stuff, and I want to get into some sci-fi, so really want to print out some 15 mil sci-fi stuff. I got a whole bunch of 28 mil sci-fi stuff, but I'm really enjoying this small scale 15 mil stuff. It's so much quicker. I can paint my crew in an encounter in like a night, which is awesome. Alright, so back to this. Collect adventure points, yes. And check for injuries. Nope. Not this time. Not available. Hot damn. I remember reading it. I wouldn't have been able to remember that if I was playing the game, but like I said, I'm going to have to go through the whole rule book again. I was also messing around personally with some modification and introducing some ship-to-ship combat rules to actually have a ship fight. Ooh, yeah, I forgot about. Thank you for reminding me that. I would not have remembered that. They have the monster rating 2 or whatever they call it. Thank you. I just gotta read it though. Not that I don't believe you, I just need to look at it myself. Determine a reward level of the creature out of the following. Nope, that's not it. It's at the beginning. Slayer rewards. Okay, so he's a 2, yep. So gold marks equal to the reward rating, so I get 2 extra gold marks. And then, like you said, 2 bonus XP to distribute among any surviving heroes. As even, so I only had 2 heroes. That'll be both my heroes that participated will get an XP. We also get 2 loot rolls. Yep. We also get 1 story point as well. Good, at least I'm helping somebody. If not entertaining, I'm definitely helping. Alright. So, now we check for injuries. To tell you the truth, the whole reason I'm even streaming this game is it's a solo game, sure. Streaming keeps me honest. I roll every single roll on camera. I can't say, oh, I really don't want that to happen, because I can perhaps talk myself into why that roll wasn't correct. But if I'm doing it on camera, there's no way around it. That's why I started, I had streamed a while back. I had started streaming Fallout 4. I mod the hell out of it, and I played permadeath. And if I wasn't streaming it, if I die, I come up with some excuse why I shouldn't have died, some glitch or something. But if you're streaming it and it's there, it kind of forces you to take the result as is. But anyways, let's go ahead and check for advancement. So, yeah, exactly. But doing it on camera means that's the way it's got to go. So that's the main reason I even started streaming this. Alright, so check for it. How did I write it last campaign turn? Yeah, so check for advancements. We're getting a whole bunch of XP. So, Baden he'll get, let's go ahead and go to page 90, so I know he gets 1 bonus XP now, because I killed a big scary monster. So he survived. It's not a hero. I don't think it doesn't count as a hero. So he survived. That's 1. Heroic Slayer, so that's 2 for each of them. And we achieved objective, so they each get 3 XP. And also Eldred. So we're going to get some levels up. So we'll go ahead and do those level up rolls. And also Flash of Insights. So, Baden and Eldred each got 3 XP. And I think I need 5 for the next level, for level 2. Yeah, once you hit 9, you're at level 2. So, you know what? I'll write it this way. So, he was at 8, he's getting 3, he's at 11. That puts him at level 2 for Baden. Now we'll just fix this. He's at 8. And then he is at 11 as well. So he is also level 2. Alright. So, we're going to go ahead and do Baden level up. Plus 1 level equals. Underline that, so we need a level. Alright, Baden's level. We are at level 3. No, we're at total advancement. I'm calling it level. So, level 3, here we go. He's a non-mystic character. Gets bounced out of the thing. Yeah, I might spend... I have a whole bunch of adventure points. I'm probably going to spend and get a hero out of it. 87. Luck or will? Luck or will? Will is better than luck. I have a point of luck. As long as I have 1 point of luck, that's enough. I have a point of luck, so he'll take a point of will. So now he's got 2 points of will. Will is definitely better than luck. As long as you have a point of luck, I should say. Alright, so that was his. Yeah, alright. So, Baden gets +1 to will. Now we're going to do Eldred. Alright, we're looking for another combat would be good. So 51 through 85 would be nice. He'd have 2 combat and he's an archer. He's my archer. So, here we go. I got a 3, which is speed or skill selection. He already has... So, he already has a 6-inch speed, so he stays at 6 inches. He would just have a 4-inch dash. Right? He has 6-inch? He does. So, I think I might give him a skill. Select any skill of choice. I might give him a skill. I don't know. Or I can give him the speed bump. Put him at 6 and 4. Let me look at the skills. I don't think there's anything really... Let me look at the campaign turn stuff. That's where I'd use it. Take wilderness or traveling. Traveling and wilderness are handy. I think traveling might be the way to go. And wilderness is good too. So I can do hunting expedition with wilderness. I can also forage for herbs with wilderness. You know what? I'm going to have to create a list of what each skill can affect. Shouldn't be too hard. And then I would be easier to do this. So scouting. Scouting could be good too. Scouting might be better than traveling because I can avoid a traveling roll if I make a scouting test. But that takes a turn, so maybe not. Alright, let's go to the traveling table. Yeah, I'm going to have to go through the whole book, figure out what role would be best. So I think I'll just make him a traveler. I'll get +2 to traveling. Oh, but you know what? That ranger's cloak is scouting and wilderness bonus. So if I fix it and give it to him, we got a hell of a ranger going in that case. I might even change his model up. Make him a badass ranger. Yeah, it actually says it in the book. So, for instance, if your halfling gets the wilderness skill, he'll have a +3 wilderness. Or your duskling gets the traveling skill, he'll have a +3 traveling. Yeah, that's actually how it works. It specifically states, I don't remember where, but I know for a fact it did. Probably states it underneath the skills. Not seen it, but I know it is. I know that's how it works. it's how it works. I definitely read that. I can't find the page right now, but I know that's for a fact how it works. So, I think I'll give him traveling. I really want him to be more rangery. And you can get an additional point as well for equipment. So some skills I think you can get a +4 on. So like magic items or some certain equipment, you can actually get +4. I believe I read that. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure if you're like a duskling with a magic cloak or something, blah blah blah, however it works, I think you can possibly get +4 on some skills. But we're going to give him the wilderness. Let's see, he was a bounty hunter before he joined our warband. So traveling, wilderness, and scouting all make sense. Probably traveling. We'll give him traveling. It's a good skill to have. So Eldred gains the traveling skill. We'll hit him with that cloak, and we'll have +1 wilderness and scouting as well. Once we get the cloak prepared. Alright, here we go. So next up is not Leon. Who came with us? Tom Fisher and... We'll do Tom first. I'll write Flash of Insight. Flash of Insight. Tom first. So I believe... How many adventure points? I just got 2 more, and it puts me at 5? Puts me at 5 adventuring points. It was at 3, so now I'm at 5. So, the way that works is, I think I get to roll first, then decide. Adventure milestone promotion. After making Flash of Insight rolls, you may attempt to promote a single follower through adventure milestone. Heroes promoted this way do not become loyal, but are otherwise considered to be a hero for all purposes. Alright, so the Flash of Insight promotion adventure point thing doesn't give me any extra benefit. It just turns him into a hero. Alright, so let's give him a roll. So far, all of my Flash of Insights have been nothing. I've not rolled a single Flash of Insight for 12 campaign turns of playing. Not a single successful Flash of Insight. To be fair, though, it's more than half chance to get nothing. So, Tom equals... Break a pencil lead. 1. Oh, ripping the page. No. 1D100. Alright, Tom. Anything above a 55 is good. 85! Hot damn. Finally got a successful roll. And that equals... Skill. Select a skill of your choice. So, he'll take... He's in my archery gun. We'll give him wilderness. Or scouting. We'll give him scouting, actually. Give Tom scouting. And then next up is William. The new guy. Well, I got 5 points. It's just a roll. So I could spend all 5 points. And then as long as I roll a 5 or less, he becomes a hero. So it's however many points you spend, which you declare before rolling. And then, so because the odds are the same, that if you roll 1 6-sided dice and you're looking for a 5 or less, you're going to get it at the same odds as if you roll 6 or 5 6-sided dice for a 1 or less. One of them's going to become a 1. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was 1 point away. I thought you meant with my adventuring points. My bad. I'll stop rambling. and move on. Yeah, it was 1 point away. I didn't even look. That would have made things easy. But this is almost better, because if I turn him into an adventurer with the promotion ability, he gets to keep that skill that he just rolled. Alright, William. You are getting, hopefully, above a 55. On a 97! He is a hero. Hot damn. It's good to be videotaping this when you roll rolls like that. Moment of inspiration. The character becomes a hero and rolls once on the advancement table. Put a little exclamation point after that. So this new guy we just hired, turns out he's pretty badass. Even though he missed his second shot and ran out of ammo. Turns out he's actually badass. So let's go ahead and roll on the non-mystic advancement table. Got an 11. Frickin' speed. Yeah, we'll give him speed. Let's see. So that's +2 speed, basically. I shouldn't complain. I just got a hero. Should not complain. Combat would have been nice, but I won't complain. So that was the new guy, William Tate, is now 6'3" and no longer a follower. He is a hero. Oh, I should have made him something other than human. Next follower, if I get another follower, will be something other than human. Because all we have is one Fey blood and everybody else is human. Alright, so, William Tate is now a... He doesn't get... He's still at 0 XP. Which is nice, so it's only going to take 4 to level him. So Eldred's got travel. Tom Fisher has wilderness. Those are 2 nice Flash of Insight rolls. Thank you for saying good luck on the rolls. I think you're the reason. I think you used your Gygaxian powers to get me some sweet rolls on those. Alright, and he becomes loyal as well. Hero promoted becomes loyal, so I can not pay for him for a round. 2 rounds, actually. Alright, so now we can give him this, damn it, we can repair this Warhammer and give it to him. Then I'll have a Warhammer, a bow, and some light armor. Oh yeah, he has speech +1. You know what? I haven't... Baden got a point of will. There's something about that with humans. Thank you for reminding me. Humans get some sort of benefit when they get will. They get experience points or something. Driven. So it's a special rule, driven. The only ones who can attain more than 1 point of will. Additionally, if a human obtains a will increase, they immediately gain 2 experience points. Thank you for reminding me. So, yep, +2 XP. So, he brings them up to 13. 13 isn't the next level, is it? That would be nice. 15. 15 is the next level. That would have been real nice. It puts him really close. You know what? I could train him next campaign turn twice and level him up before I bring him out, if I want. That is possible. I should do that. Train him twice. I have no money though, so I can only train him once. Yeah, hot damn. Alright, 2 experience points for Baden. So that was 1 training per character per campaign turn. Ah, bummer. I still probably will do that then. William Inspiration. Alright, so that was that part of that. Now we're moving on to That was a lot. Check for advancements. Now we're going to go to roll for loot. Now, we held the field, so we roll once, plus he was a monster, so we're going to end up rolling 3 times, I believe. That's how that works. I think it's I'll read it and make sure it's additional loot. Loot rolls equal to reward rating. Yeah, I think that's in addition to just holding the field. Yep. It says at the very end of that paragraph, certain battles may grant additional rewards. If so, they are received now. What's right? That the monster is an addition? I haven't looked at the Discord today. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's got to be an addition to. Let's see here. So let's go ahead and roll some loot. We've got 3 loot rolls. So loot equals, that'll be 1d100. Roll for loot times 3. 1d100 equals. First loot roll. 3 loot's nice. 91 or better is magic item. Oh man, I'm wrong. So I gotta nudge it out. The camera doesn't quite see it. Let's just nudge that little guy right out. 93. Right off the bat, we're getting a magic item. So enchanted item. Is this where we find Sting? Alright. Now we see what kind of enchanted item. $25 potion again, man. Every time. I think I wrote 3 potions at this point. 25 potion again. Some of them have permanent effects, so. That invincibility towards poison was a permanent effect. The serpent water that I rolled, so that was nice. All right, what kind of potion we getting? Here's the potion table. Here we go. Bounced right out of the thing. Try again. 97. Trader's Harness. Nope, that's a wolf potion. Wolf potion. What's that do? For the duration of 1 battle, all hits in melee are +1 and +1. This replaces the normal weapon rating. Not terrible. It's just 1 shot, though. That's the bummer. So 97. Wolf potion. Why wolf? Okay, so we gain the wolf potion. Is that all hits in melee or all hits? Only in melee. Not as good. If it was also range, that would have been nice. Alright, next item is 1d100. 91 or better. Let's get a whole bunch of magic. Whole bunch of magic items. Here we go. 65. 65 is tools. And we will roll. Tools we roll are. Come on. A 53. Hey, another Ranger's Cloak. Cool. I'll take that. And last roll is 46, which is armor. Armor's good. Okay, armor will be 49. Partial armor and a shield. It's good, we just sold our shield. So we get another one. Alright. So pretty good. Got partial armor, shield, ranger's cloak, and a wolf potion. Not bad at all. Next we move on to roll for unusual finds. Because we held the field, yeah? Yes. And our unusual finds will be on the next page. Here it is. Unusual finds. Got a 27. This was a... Well, you don't... Wait a minute. Do I roll... I don't think I roll unusual finds. Wasn't a defensive battle, raid, or sight battle. So it's only meeting engagement, defensive battle, raid, and sight battle. Those are the only scenarios that produce unusual finds, I believe. Yep, I believe that's how it goes. So there's no unusual finds. Alright, next. Settle in. We are settling in. We're at Wessenhurst because the monster battle was right here. So we're still here. That reminds me, we need to determine what the contract provided us. Let's go to the contracts. We also get 2 extra gold marks for slaying the monster. I gotta remember that as well. First, let me look up in the contract and what we get out of it. So this local clergy gave us the contract. Contracts, here we go. So slay the beast was the actual contract. Okay. And local clergy. Woo-wee, you get a D6 gold marks and 1 adventuring point for slaying this monster. Alright, so D6 gold, so it's going to be basically D6 plus 2, because we get plus 2 for slaying a monster. Plus we get plus 1 adventure point. Oh, I gotta do my flash of insight. I can turn the other guy into a hero. I'll do that. This is before I get the adventuring point for... Well, I guess I completed the contract immediately. So I have 6 adventure points. We're going to do that as a retroactive thing. But first, let's finish this off. News travels. Rolls 1D100. Let's see what our news travels roll is. So now after playing the game, there's a couple of things I'm not a huge fan of. The connections roll every time and the news travels roll every time. Don't know if the game needed those, but I guess we'll wait. I've only done four battles, so I'll have to wait. 5 technically. Alright, so news travels roll. It's a 98. Rolling high. Enemy patrols are roaming. Select a threat type that isn't used in the campaign currently at a new location in the wilderness where they are roaming. To defeat them, you must travel there, fight a meeting engagement, and hold the field. While they remain on the region map, all battles that would award adventure points will award 1 fewer. Bummer. Alright, so that's not a good roll. So that is enemy patrols are roaming. And that is oof. Enemy patrols are roaming. And I have to determine what the threat is. I'll do it randomly. Alright, so right now we have Whispers in the Dark, Curse of War, and Ruin Within. So I will roll. Write down the list from page. Where is it? There it is. No, this wasn't it. I'll go to the. Starting the campaign roll? Yeah. Alright. So looking at page 71 through 72, you'll see the list in order of all the foes. So I will roll. And how many foes are there? There's 8 total. So I'll roll a d8 and re-roll anyone that I already have. Starting with Ruin Within is number 1, all the way to the Faceless Kingdom is number 8. So if I roll one I already have, I'll re-roll it. So 1 is Ruin Within, I already have it. So I'll roll it again. 1 again. Try different dice here. A 1 again? Come on. Oh no. Just broke Eugen's. A guy in staff. I gotta find the bit to glue it back on. I just broke it. I can't believe I did that. Alright, well, we'll finish this and I'll look for that later. Damn. Bummer. Here, I'll show you. Dude's staff just snapped off. Now he's just got a walking cane. It does kind of look like a cane. Alright. The controls are rolling, so I gotta roll again and get something other than a 1. There we go. Number 8, which is Faceless Kingdom. Those will be the backdrop of this game was there was the war that just recently happened. So these guys are going to be those enemy soldiers. Location 2. And we got to come up with a map area. That'll work nicely. So, is there anybody... I don't think there's anything going in the Flonus Plains. Over in the Hakenskull Mountains is the Curse of War camp. I have nothing in the Wastes yet. Over here, the Flonus Plains. Yeah, so we'll put it there. And this is... I guess, how should I mark it? Just enemy patrols. I'll use a little P. It will be... Flonus Plains. And it is... Enemy patrol. Enemy patrols. Type of location. See, news travels. And then notes. -1 AP until defeated. Alright, so there's enemy patrols in the plains. We need to defeat them or we get one less frickin' AP every time. Alright, add location to the Flonus Plains. Okay, and that is news travels. Now we need to do our additional loot, we'll call it. Additional loot. Loot for contract, we'll say. Contract. Alright. We would have already gotten that one AP before we rolled the news travels because we completed immediately. Contract. Be 1d6 equals... Alright, this is how much loot we get. This plus 2. 4 plus 2. Very nice. Plus 6 gold marks. So we were broke. Now we got 6 gold marks. And also plus 1 adventure point. Puts us at 6. 6 and 6. 6 gold marks, 6 adventure points. And then we're going to do Flash of Insight promotion, or Adventuring Milestone promotion. Promotion equals, and it's going to be, what's that other guy's name? Tom Fisher? Who? Yeah, Tom Fisher. Minus, so how many points am I going to spend here? If I spend 6, I guarantee it. If I spend 3, it's 50-50. I'll spend 3. Minus 3 adventure points. 1d6 equals... Alright, let's mark the adventure points off before I roll. We're down to 3. We were at 6, we are down to 3. Okay, and here we go. So we're looking for a 3 or less. 3 or less, and we turn our guy into a hero, which would be nice. Three or less. That's 6. So we don't fail. So Tom is not a hero. And that's it. I should have only spent 1 point. That's what I said I was going to do. Okay. That's the end of campaign turn 12. And unless I'm missing something, I don't think I am. Yeah, I'm not missing anything. That's it. Campaign turn 12. Complete. And campaign turn. $13 is next. Alright, so all done for the night. So what happens next? I am not going to be playing 5 leagues next week. I actually don't think I'm not sure if I'm playing anything next week. I haven't decided. I'll know on Wednesday. I need to get some garden beds prepped. I haven't done any prep this year for my garden stuff. So I need to get my garden going. Doing potatoes and squashes mostly, and some corn probably down by my river. I need to get that all sorted out, so I may take the week off from hobbying. Instead of hobbying, I'll be doing gardening, which is kind of hobbying too. But if not, I'll mention it on Wednesday, and what I'll do is I'll do 5 parsecs. I don't have it in me tonight, because it is midnight, to roll up the 5 parsec stuff. I have a crew already rolled up, but I rolled that up over a month ago. I'll probably just roll a new one. I don't want to play a roll up from a month ago. So I'll roll up a new crew. If I do, I'll do it on Wednesday, and then decide where to go from there. Or I might do it tomorrow night. We'll see. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow night. That way I have the whole week to do it. So either I'm taking the week off, or next Saturday is parsecs. So thanks for showing up, all those who did. Thanks, Doug, for the sub and the engagement in the chat. That's awesome. And I will see whoever I see on Wednesday for the hobby update. And then I'll figure out whether I'm going to be doing some 5P or taking the week off. We'll see. Yeah, I can't wait to print out. I already probably going to use my Desktop Hero 2 that I have to do all of my 5P stuff. I haven't decided. We'll see. There's some really good sci-fi stuff out there that I can go looking at on my mini factory. But I don't know. We'll see. Thanks for showing up, and hopefully we'll see somebody on Wednesday. Take it easy.